When we talk about ESG, we talk about a set of metrics, right?
Well, you say we talk about certain metrics, so some people talk about certain metrics, but others don't. So many good investors who practice ESG who don't look at metrics. So they say, well, my clients don't hire me to choose according to metrics. Anybody can do that. Anybody can just look at certain ESG metrics and know are they high or low. But my skill as an investor is look at what's behind the metrics. Or if I look at the metrics themselves, I don't interpret this as more is always better. Should we always have the lowest possible CEO to worker pay ratio? No, not necessarily. Sometimes actually the CEO does deserve to be well paid. Sometimes a low ratio could be that you're overpaying your workers. So I think what's really important is to understand what is qualitative and not in the metrics. And even the things which are within the metrics, how to interpret them, and it's not always that more is always better, or some cases less is always better.
We're talking about the end of the ESG, and you said we should look at it in terms of qualitative aspects as well. So how does this work?
Yes, indeed. One concern with this qualitative approach is you might think, well, this is subjective. But I think anything important about investing is subjective. For example, let's assess the quality of a CEO. That's not an ESG factor. Everybody believes that the quality of the CEO does matter. And this is where the skill of an investor comes in, is to take something which is subjective, which other people can get it wrong, and therefore we might have a better view. So if ESG was just objective, then it'd be really hard to get a competitive edge, because if there was one set of ESG metrics that everybody agreed was correct, then everybody would be putting their money onto it, and you wouldn't even need people. You could just have a computer algorithm doing it. So what I really think is the really exciting potential of ESG is it's messy, you need to get your hands dirty, these are difficult things to understand, and this is where human experience and business judgment really comes to play. And so this is why I do believe that ESG can still be outperforming even in a world in which we have big data and artificial intelligence.